Coming out for Olathe Northwest is going to be Leaf Johnson, Sam Cashman, and Dylan Cooper. A mass substitution, probably more of a defensive move from Coach Graham. As we near the halfway point, and there's a goal by Olathe East. That is Connor Young with a tap in from the front. And this game is all tied up. It only took Olathe East about 15 minutes to return back. Oh, I'm sorry, not Connor Young. That was Andrea Rizzi.
You know, now this puts a lot of pressure on Olathe Northwest. You know, now that it's a tie game, you know, they're going to have a lot of pressure to try and, you know, get a goal up, you know, before the second half.
1 second past the halfway mark in the first half. Olathe Northwest will get another kickoff as they'll try and bounce back from that Olathe East goal. Does the scoring surprise you this early in the game?
You know, honestly, you know, guys soccer, you know, they like to really pressure hard. So when they score, you know, it's really, you know, it's a great thing because they really like to pressure the ball. And so when they score and it's a high-scoring game, then it's going to be really high pressure for each team, you know, to try and score another goal.
I don't know where he was. It looked like it was pretty much an open goal for Olathe East. John Lindsay wasn't really there to be found. It looked like he went out trying to deflect and left the goal wide open.
You know, and a lot of the Olathe Northwest players, you know, they try to deflect the ball, but it's one-on-one with the goalie and the player who's shooting the ball.
There's a kickoff from Klusman to Caleb Ragland. They're going to waste no time trying to get the ball up the field.
Olathe East deflects the ball out of bounds, and we have
David Hepting will take the throw-in for Olathe Northwest.
This is a really important play for Olathe Northwest. They've got a good spot down the field. Deflected off Olathe East. Option for a goal, and saved.
Oh, not saved yet. Olathe Northwest is still alive. There's Ryan Kickbush on the right side, but they'll lose possession. It'll be a Olathe East ball.
You know, this is where, you know, a lot of the times that guys will have trouble, you know, trying to get the ball into the goal by just an easy tap-in. It's super easy.
Just a reminder, this is a really junior-heavy team. 12 juniors on the team. So, and a lot of these guys got good time playing last year and putting Northwest in position to be very experienced next year. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. They've got a lot of expectations for themselves this year. And just a reminder, you're watching Raven Soccer on TV 25, where there's always something on.
Olathe Northwest pushing up the field.
More pressure on the left side, looking to get the ball into the box, waiting for players to get in. Nice pass over to the right side, and the header from Caleb Ragland is just to the right side of the goal. Couldn't get his body around to put himself in good position for a header. That ball, if it was a little lower, would have either put Ragland in better position or found Chase Klusman.
You know, that ball is just wide, so I think that if Olathe Northwest, you know, looks up before they, you know, shoot the ball, I think that they'll do a great job and try and get some more, you know, opportunities to get it in the goal.
But that was a good opportunity for Olathe Northwest. I'm sure Coach Graham would like to have the goal, but you can't really be disappointed with that many opportunities.
Absolutely. I think Olathe Northwest has had a lot more opportunities on, you know, this half than Olathe East has so far.
But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is a 1-1 score, tied with about 17 minutes left in the first half. An early goal coming from Chase Klusman for Olathe Northwest, and then a answering goal from Andrea Rizzi for Olathe East.
You know, a lot of the guys, you know, that play soccer, they really like to speed up the game, and they really like to pressure hard. So for them to, you know, pressure hard early in the first half is where they need to start scoring. All right, we have a substitution going on. And it's a Olathe Northwest ball with Ryan Kickbush with the throw-in to Evan Kalapak.
A lot of different faces getting playing time. As there's a ball up for Klusman. He's got a lot of Hawks around him. And that's going to be a foul on, I think they're going to get Klusman.
You know, I have a feeling that the Olathe East team has marked officially Chase Klusman because he's played on the team for quite a while, and I think that the Olathe East team is very sure to mark Chase Klusman and, him scoring throughout this game.
Well, if Olathe East wants to be successful, they're going to have to keep an eye on him. He's a very dominant player, someone they expect a lot of, and so far he's lived up to what they need, offering an early goal just 7 minutes into this first half.
All right, Olathe East ball, going to try and kick it down to the field. Down
Deep kick to the right side. Ball headed in. Oh, Zane Kalipek thought he'd let it fall to John Lindsay. Little did he know there was a Olathe East forward right behind him, just a couple feet from disaster.
Olathe Northwest pushing up the ball as Chase Klusman sprints towards the ball. Oh, we got some physicality going on.
A push from the back. It looks like John Lewis got in Chase Klusman's way, and he made his disapproval known. Not a lot of separation from Olathe Northwest right now. There's Ryan Kickbush in the middle, and he was looking for Grant Gertzen, but he was nowhere to be found.
Olathe East throwing down the field. A lot of the times I think that guys soccer is, they don't have a lot of possession in the ball. A lot of the girls' games, they have a lot of possession, and, they like to keep the ball on one side or pass it to, throughout the team. And this guys' game so far has been very, very unpossession.
It's very back and forth. They don't keep possession for long. A lot of headers. There will be a span of 30 seconds where the ball's up in the air most of the time.
The girls do a lot better job of keeping it on the ground, and I think that's what the guys need to work on, is keeping it on the ground.
Chase Klusman's going to get a break. That's Leaf Johnson coming in to give him a rest. I bet he's exhausted. He's been running up and down the field like a madman all game. But his efforts have proved successful.
Olathe Northwest ball as it goes out. Down the field to...
There's Johnson on the left side. Not good enough of a touch, and Olathe East will get the ball back. A lot of time spent on that far side. Not a lot of separation for either team. Seems like whenever Olathe Northwest is able to beat a guy, no one's really spread out enough to find anyone in the goal in the last few minutes.
Yeah, I think that Olathe East's dominant side is the right side so far. They've been keeping it on that side, and I think Olathe Northwest needs to take note of that for the second half.
Here's a free kick from David Hepting. I'm going to move him back a little bit. I think he's going to go deep, see if he can get this ball into the box. Oh, no. Looking for Caleb Ragland. A nice pass over his shoulder from Grant Gertzen. Still a lot of congestion. And it'll be Olathe Northwest, an Olathe Northwest throw in near the flagpole on the far side.
It looks like a lot of these, now that Olathe East is getting frustrated with the referee's calls.
I think everyone's going to be frustrated at some point.
This is a tough rivalry between Olathe East and Olathe Northwest, so I think they'll be frustrated with any call.
Ball near the box. A collision between two Raven players. That'll see the ball go out to midfield to Evan Kalipek. A nice pass in. There's Brock Baker. I'm sorry, not Brock Baker. Bryce Rogers on the right side. And it'll be a foul on Olathe East and a free kick on the near side near the corner.
I think that if Olathe Northwest gets this in, I think this will be a really great start to really great after the Olathe East goal. So I think if they can get this in the goal or, get one touch on it and get it in, I think this will be good.
I have this feeling that it's just going to be a nasty back and forth all game between these two people as Grant Gertzen and Caleb Ragland are lined up next to the ball just outside of the box on the near side.
Looks like we have a one-touch from, we're going to have some assistance from two Olathe Northwest players.
Could you see them going for goal or going for a pass in here? They're going to go for goal, and it's just going to be the right side. Oh, Caleb Ragland had the right idea, but there was just a little too much English on it. Great chance for Olathe Northwest.
That was a good fake. I thought that they were going to do a one-touch and, in, but actually they just took one shot at it, and they were just wide of the goal.
An incredible amount of spin on that ball. It proved to be a little too much. But another good opportunity for Olathe Northwest. They've been pretty consistent, just every few minutes, putting themselves in good position, but they're going to have to convert on more of these if they want to beat Olathe East. Oh, Evan Kalapek took a foot to the head. That's number 10, Landon Steen. He's going to get a yellow card at midfield, and Evan still hasn't gotten up.
This is not good for Olathe Northwest. Evan still has not gotten up.
Is that Evan?
Evan is their anchor defensively at center back, a senior. Looks like he's going to get up all right. You know, the soccer players, they spend a lot of time on the ground. They'll be all right.
Now we have a free kick that's going to be by Evan Kalapek.
Number 7, Luis Torres, in from the Hawks.
I think they're going to take another few seconds to make sure Evan's all right. That was a nasty shot to the face. It didn't look like it was on purpose, but just a little incidental contact.
It looks like Evan Kalapek is calling the game, calling the play to see where his players are at.
There's no way he's coming out of this game.
Oh, no. He is going to do a really great job, I think, this game.
I'm sure any of these players would have to be taken out of a stretcher. I mean, they're not going to let injury hold them back.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Oh, another hard hit on Evan. That's Andrew Murphy showing a little sportsmanship over there, showing no harm intended, but another shot for Evan. He's just been taking a beating tonight.
You know, just in this last 2 or 3 minutes, he's been getting pretty beat up.
He doesn't look like he's in too big of a hurry to get upfield. Another ball to Evan. It's a one-on-one between him and Andrew Murphy, and a nice play. Oh, what a great defensive play by Evan Kalapek.
Leif Johnson up the field now with Grant Gertzen.
On the left side, there's Grant Gertzen looking for the right foot. Oh, just wide to the right. Oh, almost a great goal for Grant Gertzen. I'm tired of saying that's a great opportunity. There's been so many of them in the last couple minutes. And Olathe East needs to turn this around fast, because if they keep allowing Olathe Northwest to get these good looks, this game's not going to be close for very long.
Yeah, you know, if Olathe Northwest keeps getting these opportunities in, Olathe East can have a run for their money on the second half.
So far, they're hanging in there. Aspen Gibson's been doing his part, even though he doesn't have a ton of saves. A lot of balls are just off, just wide, just over. John Lindsay on a probably not the clear he intended. Nice defensive play on the near side by Olathe Northwest. That was Dylan Cooper flying in to keep the ball out of the foot possession of Olathe East.
Olathe East has a good chance of getting goal this play right here.
Here's John Fitzgerald on the throw-in. Big running start. Not enough arm, though. Olathe East has still got possession. Just outside of the box on the near side. Knocked out by Olathe Northwest.
It'll be Olathe East ball again. Olathe Northwest needs to do a really great job of holding the defense on this Olathe East offense.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
All right, we're going to send it over to Jack now.
After kicking number 5, Evan Kalapek in the head, number 10, Landon Steen was awarded a yellow card, my bad, a yellow card. Hopefully the Ravens can respond quickly and Evan will be able to continue to play well at a high level.
Brief offensive push by Olathe Northwest as there's a foul in the midfield. Refs are trying to slow things down there. A lot of intensity by Connor Young in the midfield. Evan Kalapek will come up to take the free kick. Push over to the left side. I believe that's Gertzen. Oh, big head collision on the left side. No call.
As Olathe Northwest is very frustrating.
Tanner Smith for Olathe East getting very physical. Grant Gertzen didn't, I believe that's Grant Gertzen, didn't appreciate the no call.
It's out of bounds, and I think it's a Olathe Northwest ball.
Olathe Northwest ball on the far side around midfield. No goals have been scored. Last goal was about 12 minutes ago, but the intensity is slowly picking up. Some physical play from East, some opportunities for Olathe Northwest. I wouldn't be surprised if there's another card handed out in this game.
Olathe Northwest has a good
Oh, a nice pass from Klusman to Gertzen. He's looking for the right leg. Oh, Klusman's right leg is no good. And that was Braden Beard in the middle of the box, about where Klusman scored his earlier goal. Found the arms of Aspen Gibson.
And now he sends it way down the field on the Olathe Northwest side as Evan Kalifek tries to head it in.
Poorly played ball by Olathe East. Ball's going to be thrown back down. Being passed around the middle.
Olathe East has been spending a lot of time on that far side. That's probably their strong suit on this, Olathe Northwest defense.
There's a foul. And it's John Fitzgerald on the right side.
Is Evan Kalifek?
That's Cashman, Sam Cashman.
Sorry about that. As they get into the box, trying to slow the play down with Leif Johnson.
Leif Johnson on the left side, looking to cross.
Chase Klusman was almost there to get it in.
Just out of reach of Chase Klusman, a little too close to the goal. Oh, that's going to be a foul, obvious foul on Caleb Ragland. The referee's not pleased with him. Wants to have a conversation between, I believe that's John Fitzgerald and Caleb Ragland. Probably tell him to calm down a little bit. Looks like Ragland wanted to run away with the ball after that foul was called on him.
He's looks like he's the Olathe East.
Olathe East player John Fitzgerald still making his case. I think he wanted a card. It's John Lindsay handling the ball once again. He's done a good job tonight, especially for his inexperience at the varsity level. But his defense has been putting him in a great position.
I think that's really important, is that the defense gives, enough support to the goalie, John Lindsay, as he is new on this team.
The defense so far tonight played very well. That's Dylan Cooper on the right side, the Kalipek brothers in the middle, and then Sam Cashman on the left side have done a good job of keeping Olathe East, for the most part, away from the goal. And they're going to get Klusman on the push. It's John Fitzgerald again. He's been in the middle of everything tonight for Olathe East. I feel like I've said his name 1,000 times.
A lot of the guys who, play high school soccer, they'll want to, try and beat the other guy to the ball and head it. And that's where a lot of the physicality comes into play. But also, the rivalry is where a lot of the physicality comes too.
Ball on the left near side. It's going to be headed out of bounds by Dylan Cooper, and it'll be another corner kick on the near left side for Olathe East.
This is a good option. This is a good opportunity for Olathe East to score one and put one in.
4 minutes and 15 seconds remain in the first half. Score is tied 1-1. Olathe Northwest goal coming from Chase Klusman, and the East goal coming from Andrea Rizzi. And another reminder: you're watching Raven Men's Soccer on TV 25, where there's always something on.
It looks like there's Landon Steen, who is right up against the Olathe Northwest goalie, and it looks like Evan Kalipek is coming over to shield him off the ball and trying to get him away from our goalie.
A lot of substitutions for Olathe East. They see this as a good opportunity to take the lead before the half.
They've taken almost a minute since they've gotten this corner kick to try and get this one in.
I'm sure they're in no hurry to see this half end with as few possessions for Olathe Northwest as possible, as it'll be another corner kick in the same spot.
They've gotten one opportunity. I think that they really, really need to get this one in.
Anthony Flores on another corner kick. Ball coming in. Really low ball. It's going to get into the middle, and attempted clear by Olathe Northwest. Kicked out, and Grant Gertson's just too far from the ball. He's not able to reach it. It'll be a Olathe East ball around midfield. Dylan Cooper climbing over the shoulder of James Tucker. And a nice slide tackle by Caleb Ragland. They're going to get a foul called. Guess who the foul? Guess who Caleb Ragland fouled? John Fitzgerald. Who else? You're like, oh, that's going to be a yellow card for Caleb Ragland.
Looks like the ref wants a substitution. Now the Olathe East soccer players are trying to get an argument from the referee.
I don't know what they're arguing. You gave him a yellow card.
Looks like Olathe East has a huge opportunity here to get a kick.
It would have taken a tough argument to get a yellow card there. I don't know if they're looking for red or anything. A few cards have been handed out in this game.
Just even in the first half.
Yeah, I believe three yellow cards.
And it looks like the referee is going up to talk to Olathe Northwest coach Chris Graham.
Probably trying to get the intensity to be dialed back a little bit.
You know, a lot of the intensity comes from the rivalry, but also, you know, these guys really want to fight hard to win this game, and they have a lot of drive to try and get this, you know,
Oh, I'm
away.
sure the players and the coaches love the intensity, but it is the referee's worst nightmare. It's their worst enemy. It's something they want to avoid, because the higher the intensity, emotions are going to fly, people are going to get mad, and for them, it can only go downhill. There's Torres on the ball in. On the shot was Connor Young. Ball's deflected out. Here comes a counter. That's Davis Gertson running out of room on the left side. He is the only freshman on the team. Only two true underclassmen on the team. Davis Gertson, a freshman forward, and John Lindsay, sophomore goalie, which is unlike what we've had in previous years where we've seen oftentimes a lot of sophomores and sometimes freshmen have a big impact on the game.
Now we have just under 2 minutes in this half, and this is where a lot of intensity comes into play.
Minute 46 remaining. Score still tied on the far left side. It'll be Olathe East with a throw-in. When they've been this close to the box all night with their throw-ins, they've tried to consistently get it in close to the goal. Nice header. And some kind of foul called. It's going to go Olathe Northwest way. I believe they call a push on an Olathe East player. That ball went rolling right through the middle of the box.
That was a wasted opportunity for Olathe East. They could have gotten one in easily.
John Lindsay on the low line drive. Not a very good kick. Olathe East threatening again.
Olathe Northwest needs to get this down the field. As a great kick to Chase Klusman.
Nice touch from Klusman. He's trying to get it up to Grant Gertson. Oh, bad collision. Bad foul by Grant Gertson. Ran straight over Anthony Torres. Looked like it was just almost like a frustration foul. Completely unnecessary. Honestly, lucky he didn't get a card.
You know, yeah, I think a lot of these guys, they really, really, really want to try and slow down the game and try and, you know, intimidate the other players.
25 seconds left. Ball changing hands quickly.
An offsides flag on the other side.
20 seconds left. Olathe Northwest is going to look to go quick. Sprinting downfield. Klusman in the middle. Grant Gertson on the right side. Davis Gertson on the left side. Oh, I'm sorry. Braden Beard on the left side.
As we have 5 seconds left in the game for Olathe Northwest.
Looks like that's going to do it for the half, as Sam Cashman will send it out of bounds to the left side. We go to halftime with a score of 1-1. Goals coming from Chase Klusman and Andrea Rizzi. We'll be right back for the start of the second half.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, live.
With the yellow card on both sides of the field, it's becoming more and more apparent that not only is the physical level of the game picking up, but so is the pace. Hopefully in the second half, the Ravens can come out, keep up that pace and the physicality, and go on to a victory. Signing off for the Convergence team for half, I'm Jack Clayton. We'll be back after the half.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life. This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life. It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity. Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Boo! Hey, where are you going? Can't get by me. I'm #1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm #1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk. Thank you. Can I help you today?
No thanks. I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute. So?
Too tight-headed! Yeah!
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Like they're the fashion police.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life. This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life. It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity. Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. One hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burnt.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Boo! Hey, where are you going? Can't get by me. I'm #1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm #1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am a king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk. Thank you. Can I help you today?
No thanks. I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute. So?
You wouldn't do it there. So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Like they're the fashion police.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Welcome back to the second half play here at College Boulevard Activity Center. In case you missed the first half, it was very exciting. A lot of intensity. The score is tied 1-1. A goal by Chase Klusman for Olathe Northwest and a goal from Andrea Rizzi for Olathe East. And just a reminder, you're watching this game on TV 25 where there's always something on. Rosie, what did you see in the first half that surprised you, and what do you think both teams need to do to put themselves in a better position to win this game? It's been an exciting game so far. There's been a couple of yellow cards handed out already. A lot of fouls, and just the overall intensity of these two crosstown rivals is shown, and it's not been surprising as there's the second half kickoff as Olathe East starts possession. A nice header from Cashman, and it looks like the ball is just going to go back and forth.
Looks like we have Olathe Northwest keeping the ball up in the air, and I think that's something that they need to work on this half, is keeping it on the ground, because they have no control up in the air, and they need to get it on the ground, and so does Olathe East.
Nice tackle from Eric Cooksey. There's Sam Cashman on the pass, and he's finding Leif Johnson. He's looking middle. Slide tackle in the middle, no call. They're going to say all ball for Ryan or John Fitzpatrick. What did you see in the first half that you think Olathe Northwest needs to improve on as Braden Beard goes down the left side?
I think that they need to, take it slow, and I think that they need to, focus on trying to get it down the field and work their way up the field and try and get some more opportunities. They had a ton of opportunities this last half, but I think that they can get a lot more this half.
What is something you think they did well and they need to continue?
I think that they did a really good job of sending the ball up the field and trying to get it to our forwards, Chase Klusman, and trying to get them to score this half.
Yeah, Chase Klusman had a great half. 1 goal, a lot of shots taken by Olathe Northwest. Only 2 shots on goal, but a lot were just wide, as there's a clear from Evan Kalapek. Ball on the right side. There's Gertson. Klusman wanted the ball in the middle, but no way to get it to him.
Looks like some Olathe Northwest help from the defense as they battle through the ball in the box, as they get the ball outside of the box now, cross to the middle.
Right side. Looking for a cross. Oh, there's the handball coming from the referee in the middle of the field. Was that in the box? It was close. It was either in the box or just outside.
I think it's going to be just outside of the box. If it's a handball in the box, then that would be a PK, and that would be an easy opportunity for Olathe Northwest. If it's just a few feet further, then it would be an easy opportunity.
Well, PK may be an easy opportunity, but this is a pretty good opportunity here, just outside of the box on the left far side for Olathe Northwest. I could see them floating this ball in here and trying to get a goal off a header.
If they can control it, I think that they'll do a really good job of getting it in.
Chipped ball in, a nice head from Klusman. It's just to the left of the goal. Story of the night for Olathe Northwest. They've had countless balls on the right and left side, just barely missed. That's why the shot on goal number is so low. Only 2 shots on goal all night, which does not represent the amount of real opportunities Olathe Northwest has had.
Last season I think that Olathe Northwest could have had a lot more opportunities, and I think that we have a few Olathe Northwest alumni here supporting out the Ravens soccer team.
That's Luis Torres heading the ball out of bounds for Olathe East, and the pressure is provided by Braden Beard on the left side. His efforts will go unrewarded, as it'll be a goal kick for Olathe East.
I think that they're doing, they're taking their time now and really getting set up to try and get the ball down the field. And I think that's what their coach probably talked to them about, is trying to slow down and, try and keep the pressure high, but also try and keep the ball movement slower and slow down.
I believe that was a foul on the left side by Braden Beard, just a little too physical. And the free kick from goalie Aspen Gibson is atrocious.
We'll be out of bounds, and it'll be a Olathe Northwest ball.
Looks like it went off the side of the foot and flew into the bleachers. Nowhere near any Olathe East players, as Northwest is starting to inch a little closer to the goal.
Zoom out a little bit, CJ. Alright, now go back to camera 1. We're back on you, Ryan. Zoom out a little, or go down a bit.
Still a little back and forth, looking for Andrea Rizzi, the lone goal scorer for Olathe East in this game.
Out of bounds, Olathe Northwest ball, throwing it in.
Going to be a foul called. It'll be Olathe Northwest ball at about midfield on the far side. There's Klusman down on the line. A lot of speed over there.
Battling it out, and here comes a flag, and it's Olathe East ball.
Olathe East ball. Another foul on Klusman. He's had a lot tonight. He's had some physical play trying to get up the field. I don't know. It seemed like there was an equal amount of physicality there.
And that's a tough call for the refs. If it's an equal amount of physicality, I think that it's a really tough call for the refs to decide.
In baseball, they always say tie goes to the runner. Does tie go to the offense or the defense in soccer?
That's a good question. I do not know the answer to that question, but I think that it would be a good option if they went to the defense.
Ball on the far side. A lot less intensity here in this first half. Different than the first half where, here's the ball up. Here comes Braden Beard. Nothing going for him. Seems like Braden Beard has played a lot farther up than Chase Klusman in this half. Klusman's been on the right side and a little farther back. Oh, a lot of contact in the middle.
Looks like Eric Hooksey took a fall for that play.
Hit the ground hard, and it'll be a free kick about 40 yards out from the goal.
You know, if Olathe Northwest can get this ball in the box, they have a great opportunity of getting a header maybe in or a nice touch into the goal.
Do you like slowly moving it up, or do you like just putting it in the box?
You know, I'm more of a type of person who likes to try and get it down to the box and try and score when you can, because this is a great opportunity, again, from Olathe Northwest.
A nice ball in by Evan Kalopek, and on the left side, looks like
it'll be a corner for Olathe Northwest.
Olathe Northwest a corner, another good opportunity. They're going to go fast and a cross in after a pass on the corner kick instead of going straight for the box.
It looks like Evan Kalopek up on the offensive side, and now it's a foul called on Olathe East.
Oh, no foul. No foul called on Olathe East. Flags went up. It looked like Evan Kalopek was trying to go on the right side. He fell hard, but the foul was given to him. Nothing called.
Now Olathe East charges up the field.
They don't have numbers. As it looks like there's going to be a foul on Olathe East. It's going to go the other way. So far, it's just been back and forth. Not very exciting stuff in the second half, as we're about going on 7.5 minutes into the second half. By this time in the first half, Chase Klusman had already put one in the back of the net for Olathe Northwest, getting it off started. And then an equalizer by Olathe East about 15 minutes later, and since then, we haven't seen much. A lot of opportunities, but no goals.
You know, I think it'd be a good idea for Coach Graham maybe to try and put some of the other guys in and see if they can get something going, because a lot of this second half hasn't been much from Chase Klusman or any of the offense.
A lot of speed over there from Caleb Ragland getting to that ball, keeping it alive for Olathe Northwest. They're looking for a cross on that far side, and they're going to get a foul call. It's going to provide them with that opportunity for a cross.
You know, I think Olathe Northwest really needs to work on their crosses. They've had so many opportunities with these crosses. They just need to get it in and get it through the middle of the field.
Oh, a nice cross.
So
oh, what a shot by Braden Beard. Oh, he was in perfect position, just not enough mustard on it to get it over the head of goalkeeper Aspen Gibson. Ball's knocked forward by Sam Cashman, and that's going to roll all the way to the other side of the field, and it'll be a throw-in near the near side corner for Olathe East.
And I think that's out of bounds again on Olathe Northwest, and this looks like an Olathe East ball again.
Ball pushing up. There's Zane Kalopek on the head, trying to clear it. Concentrated around the middle of the field right now.
You know, Olathe Northwest really needs to control the ball. They've gotten it up the air a lot this half, and they really need to control the ball and try and get some possession on it and not just put it up in the air.
Sam Cashman on the throw-in on the left side. He's looking for Leif Johnson. Nowhere to be found. Violent deflection by Leif Johnson, as it'll be Olathe East ball.
You know, it seems like Olathe Northwest has had a lot of not a lot of opportunities, but it seems like they're kind of riled up, and it looks like Chris Graham might have tried to rile them up before the second half.
I haven't seen the intensity out of Coach Graham that I'm used to seeing. Usually he's very vocal, especially to the refs. He's not afraid to tell you how he feels. He hadn't made much noise tonight.
You know, I'm actually surprised about that. He's very competitive, and playing under him, you know, he's had a really great, few seasons, and he always gets really intense and really competitive with the other Olathe teams especially. This is Leif Johnson in the center field, passing it up almost to Caleb Ragland.
Blake Johnson and Caleb Ragland have been a big part of the offense here in the second half, getting a lot of the touches in the middle of the field as Northwest is going to slowly inch up. Ball into the box for Klusman. It looks like he took it off the nose. Not the kind of touch I bet he was looking for.
Seems like a lot of the Olathe Northwest offense does not have a lot of communication about who's going for the ball, and that's really important when you play soccer. You need to, communicate with your other teammates and say that you need to say, oh, that's going to be my ball.
Klusman's touch, looking for Cooksey, is going to find an Olathe East defender. They're going to push up. That's going to be stopped quickly by Kalipek. Here comes Klusman again, looking for Leif Johnson. Ball's going to be knocked back into the middle of the field. Oh, a nice touch from Caleb Ragland over the middle, trying to get the ball over to the defender.
There's been a lot of balls up in the air, and now it's Olathe East ball.
Sam Cashman briefly slowing things down, and a nice move by Brandon Beard to create a little space and get the ball to the other side of the field to slow the Olathe East counterattack.
It looks like Olathe Northwest and Olathe East are going to put some substitutions in. This will give both teams a good chance to slow down and take their time and make sure they have the right play going.
Grant Gertson's going to take a slow jog to the bench for Olathe Northwest as he will be replaced by Brock Baker. On the throw-in for Olathe East on the near side will be Parker Esparza. Get a big running start, trying to get it down the sideline. Cashman on the header. Then again to Selvin Pena. It'll be Northwest ball on the near side, heading the other way. Cashman throw field. He's looking for Braden Beard. Two defenders around him, nowhere to go.
Someone's got to get to this ball, and Sam Cashman is just not enough speed to get there.
Connor Young with the pass up, slowed by, that was Zane Kalipek. Kind of back and forth once again. Said that a lot tonight. They spent a lot of time in midfield.
Olathe Northwest really needs to control the ball. They've gotten it up in the air, I think, way too many times, and they really need to start controlling this ball.
There's Cooksey to Zane Kalipek back down the field. There's Evan Kalipek rushing forward.
Eric Cooksey. Now Leif Johnson with the midfield. Back to Evan. Some pressure on from Olathe East.
Klusman in the middle, surrounded by Olathe East. Bad ball right there. He had Caleb Ragland standing right in front of him. Much less. Here comes Olathe Northwest once again. That's Leif Johnson on the left side with the left foot. And a near miss.
Olathe Northwest just wide. That was a great opportunity.
Just wide left again. That looks like, I can't tell who that was, but missed opportunity as they'll slowly jog back down the field. I believe that was Dylan Cooper, the Olathe Northwest right back, that found himself in the middle of the box with a scoring chance. Ball sky high up into the air. Battle won by Olathe East. They've got possession. That's Fitzgerald over to Tanner Smith. He keeps it alive. Tanner back to Tanner Smith. Across in high, but there's no one to be found, and John Lindsay will settle under that ball and slow things down. 25 minutes left in the second half. Score's still 1-1. And a reminder, you're watching Raven Men's Soccer on TV 25, where there's always something on.
Ooh, a tough fall from Olathe East and Olathe Northwest on the far side.
They're going to slow things down. It looks like Ryan Kickbush will come in. He'll replace Evan Kalipek, I believe. No, I'm sorry. Evan Kalipek's still in the game. Ryan Kickbush is coming in for Eric Cooksey.
Olathe East.
That wouldn't have made much sense. Kickbush for Kalipek, two completely different positions.
Absolutely. It looks like an Olathe East player is having some trouble getting up. Just took a hard fall. Landon Steen limping off the field as an athletic trainer helps him out.
Both teams are going to take a short break as the trainer comes off to walk Steen off the field, and Olathe East will bring in a couple more substitutions. 15 minutes into this first half. What do you like that Olathe Northwest is doing so far?
You know, I think that they really need to, I mean, one thing that they're doing well is that they're putting a lot of pressure on Olathe Northwest. And, you know, that's really important, you know, against Olathe East, you know, a huge rival. But I think something they need to work on is that they need to try and keep the ball on the ground. I know you know, a lot of the guys like to head the ball and try and, you know, show off. But, you know, I think they really need to start getting some more possession. Chase Klusman at the top right of the
Bryce
box.
Rogers, Klusman on the right side. Ball's clear. Seems like every time Klusman gets the ball, he's immediately surrounded by 3 Olathe East defenders, and there's nowhere to go.
So that's where an Olathe Northwest player needs to come in and start, you know.
I think he needs to slow things down a little bit because there's been a couple times he's tried to force it up a little too quickly when he's had a guy right in front of him that he could just pass it off to. Another throw into the box, not quite gonna reach it, and a powerful kick coming in from Olathe Northwest, and the ball will be cleared out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Cashman on the left side. Cashman on the running throw, high up, looking for Klusman. A nice header.
Just one touch on it. That would have been a really great opportunity for Olathe Northwest.
Braden Beard was just a couple of feet away from beating the goalie to the ball. Olathe East finds the dirt. There's Ryan Kickbush on the takeaway, and he's won possession back for Olathe Northwest.
Ryan Kickbush also on the throw into the right corner of the top of the box.
There's Klusman again, surrounded by 3 Olathe East defenders. Shocker. Be a goal kick for Olathe East. I'll tell you what, the intensity of this game has not surprised me one bit.
You know, I think that this half, I think they're all, you know, running out of energy, and I think that the intensity is not as high as the first half was.
It's no secret bragging rights and an early boost in Sunflower League rankings is on the line in this game.
Olathe Northwest trying to win the ball as the battle comes out. Eric Hooksey with the ball.
Cookie's going to push up.
Braden Beard on the wing. Taking it downfield as he makes a couple moves.
On the left side, he's still got possession. He's going to find Caleb Ragland all alone on the left side. And it'll be side on Ragland. Just got a little too far ahead of himself as a lot of the Olathe East defenders came up to meet Beard.
Looks like the ref is slowing things down for maybe a substitution.
Getting closer and closer to the halfway point of this second half. Not nearly as many opportunities as the first half saw.
Looks like goalkeeper for Olathe East, Aspen Gibson is going to take this kick.
Low line drive. It'll work its way down the field. Ball shot sky high. Here comes Caleb Ragland. He's going to get it over to Braden Beard on the left side. Finds oh no, that's not Klusman. Now they find looking for Klusman in the middle. Cashman with a nice header.
That was a really great controlling possession that Olathe Northwest had, and I think that they need to start doing that more. But that was a really great possession from Olathe Northwest.
Kalopek to Kalopek. There's Parker Esparza dragging himself into his own corner as he'll get a little push from Braden Beard as the ball rolls out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick. And here come substitutions for both teams.
Okay, well, tell Check that he's not going on yet.
This gives Olathe Northwest and Olathe East a great opportunity to slow down, take some time, and see what they can do on the field and see who they can mark. And
with this short break in action, we're going to send it over to Jack Clayton on the sideline. Jack, take it away for us.
With Northwest expending immense amounts of energy on the attacking end, let's see if they can keep it up throughout the game, hopefully get a goal in. unfortunately, similar to the second half or the first half, it appears that they may be trailing off a little bit. Let's see if they can continue their energy.
Jack's got a good point there. They have started to slow down. A lot of guys are getting tired, and a lot less guys have gotten into the game in the second half. He's kept with the same guys. Guys like the Kalopek brothers, Chase Klusman, Sam Cashman have all not, or Klusman has gotten a break, but Cashman, really the entire back line hasn't gotten much of a break tonight.
You know, I think that these few juniors up on the offense have been doing a really great job of stepping it up and trying to get the ball on the offensive end.
It is a junior-heavy team. There's 12 of them. Only 5 seniors.
It looks like we have a substitution. Jesus Vasquez for Chase Klusman.
First time we've seen him tonight. I'm guessing it's just some fresh legs that Coach Graham wants to throw to Olathe East.
Evan Kalopek tries to battle it out to try and get it on offensive end, as Sam Cashman also does the same.
Cashman's all over the place. Olathe East can't get it by him. He's going to find Jesus Vasquez over the middle, but he's overpowered, and the ball's kicked back into the other side.
Ball high up in the air as Olathe Northwest gets a header on it. Eric Cooksey with the ball.
Oh, the ball's stolen. Here comes Olathe East on the attack. That's Connor Young trying to get it in the box, just didn't have the numbers. And Cashman will get that ball out of bounds so Northwest can get back and set up their defense. Connor Young made a great play on the ball to steal it away from the Olathe Northwest back line, but he just didn't have the numbers to do anything with it.
Looks like a substitution for Olathe East. It looks like Ryan Kickbush is doing a great job of leading the team and trying to get some defense going so they can keep Olathe East from scoring.
Ball into the box, headed away by Evan Kalopek. Thrown into no man's land, and here comes Grant Gertzen. A 3-on-4 for Olathe Northwest, and ball's cleared. Oh, horrible pass by Eric Cooksey.
That could have been a really great play by Eric Cooksey to get it down the field, as that they could have gotten a really great takeaway for Olathe Northwest.
There goes Bryce Rogers flying down the field before the ball is cleared. John Lindsay will go out with a sliding catch as Olathe East is called offsides.
That'll be Olathe Northwest ball. Looks like Evan Kalopek to take the kick.
18 minutes remaining in the second half.
Stop. All right, now we're going to the student section. Go.
Free kick will be taken by Sam Cashman. No, I'm sorry, Evan Kalopek. Apologies.
Go switch. Ryan, we're back on you, bud.
Evan Kalopek with a great kick down the field, but
Cooksey in the middle. He's got space.
To Jesus Vasquez in the middle.
Oh, a nice pass. A little too much on it. He was looking for Brock Baker, who, a collision from Jesus Vasquez and Parker Esparza. Esparza's a little slow to get up, and he's limping. He'll get over it.
Looks like Olathe East ball after that collision.
Free kick from Dawson Rosenbaum. That's not a name I've said a lot tonight.
Looks like a lot of the kicks now are not as high pressure. You know, a lot of the kicks are, taking a lot of the Olathe East and Olathe Northwest players are taking their time on these free kicks.
East pushing on the left side, but it'll be a goal kick. It's just been back and forth. There's not been that many good chances for either team this half, as either 4 or 5 guys will come in for Olathe Northwest. Looks like the starters are coming back in. Klusman and company will enter the game for probably the final time tonight with about 16 minutes left, as Coach Graham, I'm sure, wants to turn up the offensive intensity as Olathe East bounces the ball around. A lot of Raven defenders around. Bodies hit the floor. Into the middle, over to the left side, looking to cross, and a nice save by John Lindsay. Just getting a hand on it to knock it in front of himself. That was a great opportunity for Olathe East.
What a great save. As he takes his time, to try and get Olathe Northwest set up for a goal.
High flying kick. That's by far the best opportunity Olathe East has had in this half, maybe in the game. They've had a lot fewer, not many shots on goal either.
Now it looks like there's a free kick for Olathe Northwest as they try and get it on the just outside of the midfield.
Surprisingly, no more yellow cards have been handed out this half. I think everyone's just tired, honestly.
Yeah, I think that a lot of the guys are, really pressured hard in the first half, and they did a great job of putting a lot of pressure on Olathe East and Olathe Northwest, both teams. And I think that they are just getting tired and just need some new legs on the field.
The first half was just so intense. I mean, I don't blame them for being tired as that ball went deep into the box. The kick is going to go way high.
Things I think are slowing down this half. A lot of Olathe East and Olathe Northwest substitutions just to try and slow down the game, and I think that's what both of us said that first half is they need to slow down and take their time on these plays.
Both teams have probably run out of fresh bodies by now. As everyone's played a lot of minutes tonight, especially in the first half. Pretty much everyone got in the game for Olathe Northwest, but the amount of people coming in has slowed a bit, as I'm sure both coaches want their best on the field. There's Klusman in the middle. Olathe East on the counter. Pass up right side. They're looking for Tanner Smith. His cross in is dealt with by Zane Kalapek, and it'll be a corner for Olathe East.
There's probably a great opportunity for Olathe East to get one in, but Olathe Northwest needs to stay on their defense, and Evan Kalapek needs to do a great job of ordering his players around and trying to get this defense going.
All but one Raven player is in the box. Northwest is dialing up their defensive intensity as the ball comes in from Flores. It's high, and a nice save from John Lindsay with a lot of bodies around him. They're looking to counter. Here they come on the right side.
Chase Klusman just deflected off the Olathe East player, and it'll be a Olathe Northwest ball just outside of the midfield.
I would have liked to see Klusman just take it right down the line there. Try and beat his defender right down the line and then get across as he got closer to the goal. I don't think a pass was a very good idea there.
Yeah, I think that he should have, taken some time and try to take a couple more steps just to get down the field and past his defender.
On the left side, there's Brock Baker looking for Klusman. Klusman looks tired.
Yeah, I think so too. He really pushed hard in the first half, but I think he's just losing some energy in the second half. And I think Coach Graham might want to put some other players in to see if they can get some fresh legs and try and get something going.
Everyone on both benches is standing up right now. They can feel the game coming down to the wire with 12 minutes left in the game. Score still tied 1-1. One opportunity here for East in this half, but compared to the first half, the second half has been way dialed back and haven't seen nearly the amount of chances that we saw in the first half.
I think that the guys especially, they've really pushed hard in the first half, and they lose all their energy for the second half. And that's something that the girls do a lot better, is they conserve their energy for the first half, and then they get to the second half and they have way more fire and energy than these guys do in this game.
Looks like we're seeing the first cramp of the night as John Fitzgerald will jog off the field. He's been all over the place tonight. It feels like both sides of the field, he's been a pest for Olathe Northwest. He's been a victim of a lot of the fouls, and I think even the card.
Yeah, I think so too. And, Evan Kalapek on the other side has been up and down the field all game. Looks like some more substitutions from Olathe East and Olathe Northwest.
That's Luis Torres coming into the game for East. It'll be a free. Northwest will kick it away to Olathe East out of common courtesy.
You know, it looks like a drop ball on this call for the referee, and this is a tough, you know, situation for both teams to try and get the ball up the field.
That was Connor Young and Caleb Ragland in the middle for that drop ball. There's Leif Johnson. Up to Ragland. Looking on the left side to Baker. Pass is too hard from Ragland. And Baker's not gonna be able to get back to that ball. And it'll be another goal kick for Olathe East. Just a reminder, a week from tonight, the first football game of the season for Olathe Northwest will be played here at Seaback, just a few hundred yards away. It'll be Olathe Northwest and Goddard, the 5A state runner-up from last year. It should be a very exciting game. Game went to overtime last year at Goddard. That'll be a fun game to call.
Looks like Olathe Northwest defense is having some issues, but now up to Chase Klusman and just get a one-touch in, and he has a great opportunity, but he just cannot get that touch.
He's been constantly surrounded by two Olathe East defenders this entire half. I'm sure that's got to be frustrating for him. He's not even able to get any space.
Well, you know, and I think that's also part of his teammates' fault. His teammates need to help him out and try and get something going, you know, to try and help him out and trying to get a one-touch and then another one-touch to try and get back to Klusman if they want to have him score.
But there are other players that are very capable of scoring. We even saw Dylan Cooper, the right back for Olathe Northwest, coming up with a great chance on a pass earlier in this half. We've seen a lot of guys that have played really well tonight. I've been very impressed with Grant Gertzen and Caleb Ragland. They've been solid in the middle for Olathe Northwest.
You can't forget about Leif Johnson. He's been doing a great job of passing it up to not only Grant Gertzen, but also Caleb Ragland, and they've been a great tag team to try and get the offense going.
Here comes Olathe East up on the left side. They're forcing up. Evan Kalipek's going to slow their roll. Wanted it off. There's the offside call. I was going to say that was expected after Olathe East was caught a little off guard.
This is crunch time for both teams. There's about 9 minutes left in the game, and they really need to both teams need to get something going here. Eric Cooksey with the ball now to Evan Kalipek. Up the field, almost to Chase Klusman, but just deflected out of bounds. Looks like there's a substitution for Olathe East again, and it's going to slow down the game.
You know, Leif Johnson, interesting fact about him, this is his first year playing for the school as a junior. He had never played before the school, and they put him on varsity his first year playing.
You know, I think he's been playing club soccer for a while, and I think that he's a really good player, and I think that Coach Graham did a really good job of putting him on the team.
Olathe East looking to counter. Physical play in the middle. Looks like they're going to get... That's Dylan Cooper. He didn't appreciate that call. His arms fly. You see a lot of the time people get upset. Their arms fly up in the air, ready to throw a temper tantrum.
You know,
especially at the refs.
Yeah, I think that a lot of the guys get really, really frustrated with these calls on these refs. And, you know, there's only so much a ref can do in a game. And
that's a ball into the box, knocked away by John Lindsay. Here comes Brock Baker trying to get to the ball. It'll be knocked out by Olathe East, and it'll be a goal kick for John Lindsay. I'll say it again, John Lindsay has done a very good job tonight. Really his first varsity game. And he's the guy this year for them. There's nobody else.
Yeah, for only being a sophomore and stepping it up this year to play on the varsity team. You know, last year we had Charlie Holmgren as a senior goalie with a lot of experience, but John Lindsay's been doing a great job of this game, you know, to try and get some great saves in this game.
Another free kick for Olathe East. That's going to be John Lewis around midfield. John Lewis is going to move up with about 6 minutes and 45 seconds left. It'll be Aspen Gibson coming up to take the free kick for Olathe East.
It's going to come down to the last few minutes, I think, in this game to try and get something going for both teams.
Not enough leg from Gibson there, but Olathe East keeps possession. They're on the left side. Physical play. There's Northwest looking to counter. Here comes Braden Beard on the right side. Wow. Bodies are flying. It'll be a foul on Olathe East.
Olathe Northwest ball as Evan Kalipek will take the kick.
Coming down to the wire here, that's Kalipek over the middle to Leif Johnson. Still has possession. They're going to get a foul in the middle of the field. He was tripped up by, I believe that's John Fitzgerald. He's back in the game after suffering a cramp a few minutes ago.
Evan Kalipek trying to get the game going.
Wow, that's a yellow card on John Fitzgerald of Olathe East. Oh no, that's not. That's Andrea Rizzi, the lone goal scorer for Olathe East. He receives a yellow card. I'm going to assume for arguing he was the one that just tripped Leif Johnson in the middle of the field, and he wanted to let his mind be known to the head referee.
Looks like Evan Kalipek will take this kick just outside of midfield, and this gives Olathe Northwest another great opportunity to try and get something going. Looks like a lot of Olathe Northwest players are up at the top of the box to try and get a header in or a one-touch tap in easy to get something going. Olathe East has to do a really great job of trying to get the defense up and move the ball on the other side of the field.
Evan Kalipek going to take the free kick at midfield. 5 minutes and 55 seconds remain. Scores still tied at 1-1.
Evan Kalipek taking his time to try and get something going and make sure this is the right play. Into the box and just too far left to try and get Chase Klusman to try and get something going.
They've been looking around for Chase Klusman. They haven't been able to find him. There's just, the entire box was congested. And it was just too far left.
Looks like Chase Klusman is getting pretty tired, so I think that Olathe Northwest might need to change something on their offense and see if they can get somebody else to get something going for the Olathe Northwest offense.
Leif Johnson's going to take a seat as Brock Baker comes back in. High kick from Aspen Gibson. There's the header by Sam Cashman. Cashman again on the header. Third header. Can I get a fourth? No.
Looks like Eric Cooksey.
They're gonna get a foul. I guess they're gonna get on Cooksey. A little push on Eric Cooksey from Connor Young. A lot of extracurricular activities going on after a foul is called.
Yeah, it looks like there's just 4.5 minutes left in this game, and Olathe East is going to get their goalie all the way to midfield to try and get this kick, close into the goal.
Aspen Gibson high into the box. An opportunity. He was probably offside. Yeah, an offsides call on Olathe East. It'll be a goal kick for Olathe Northwest. Somebody's got to put together something unless they want this to end in a tie, because nobody's got any real offensive rhythm right now.
Yeah, they really need to get something going. Here comes Evan Kalipek with that kick on their defensive end.
Booming flat kick down the middle of the field to Cooksey. Back to Kalipek. They're going to slowly move this up the field. Ball down the right side. There's speed coming down the field for Olathe Northwest and cleared by Olathe East. A nice play to slow down Olathe Northwest.
That was a really great momentum going from Olathe Northwest. And it looks like now Coach Graham and Coach Latimer, the assistant coach, have some really great talking going on between Olathe Northwest players and their coaches. They really need to do a good job of communicating, and looks like Sam Cashman with the throw-in on the far end.
Big throw-in from Cashman. Going to get it to about the edge of the box. Roll into the middle. Cleared by East. There's Zane Kalipek in the middle of the field. Here comes an attempted counter by Olathe East, but a nice kick by Dylan Cooper. Here comes another counter from East. And a header by Evan Kalipek is going to get that ball to John Lindsay.
Looks like an Olathe East player is on the ground in the box.
Connor Young still on the ground. He's limping. He's going to have to come out here. Some fresh legs for Olathe East. He's still on the ground.
I'm not sure if he's doing okay. I'm not sure if he's maybe faking it or if he's actually hurt this bad and he can't stand up and go.
They're going to stop the clock at 2 minutes and 39 seconds. As the referee will walk over to him. Wouldn't surprise me if the trainer will come out. Looks like he's going to be able to get off the field under his own power, and both teams are going to take a little bit of a break.
This will give a good opportunity for both teams to try and get some type of play going for the offensive end.
Coaches are going to have to draw up something here. 2 minutes and 39 seconds. All tied at 1.
This is where a lot of the intensity comes in, and this is where, you know, some of the pressure is going to have to start moving on Olathe Northwest and the Olathe East side to try and get some goal in and trying to get this tie to a win.
There's only a couple chances left in this game. It'll be a Olathe Northwest ball. Looks like it'll be
the refs are having some type of conversation about something. Sam Cashman with the throw-in on the far end.
He's going to find Ragland in the middle. Kick over to the left side. Oh, there's the offside call. He found Grant Gertson on the left side of the box, but no one around him. It's safe to assume he might have been a little offside.
Powerful kick by
Aspen Gibson.
Olathe Northwest trying to get some possession going, but some tough defense by Olathe East. And as Olathe Northwest passes the midfield out to the wing to Grant Gertson.
That was some nice footwork there by Ragland to get it to Gertson, and Gertson floats it up to Aspen Gibson. There was no one around.
It looks like a Olathe Northwest player on the ground with a cramp maybe.
That's a good show of sportsmanship there. Looks like that's Andrea Rizzi stretching out Caleb Ragland for Olathe Northwest.
Is that Ryan Kickbush on the ground?
No, I believe that's Caleb Ragland.
You know, that's some great sportsmanship by Olathe East. Even though it's a tough rival, I think that's a really, you know, great move by Olathe East by giving some great sportsmanship.
Ragland's still limping. I think he's going to come out of the game. He'll be replaced by Bryce Rogers, who's gotten a decent amount of playing time tonight. Haven't heard his name called a lot. It'll be a drop ball close to midfield on the Olathe Northwest attacking side.
Drop balls are really hard to judge. I mean, both teams have an equal opportunity to try and get the ball, but it looks like it's on the Olathe East offense side.
Some pushing and pulling. That'll be Braden Beard slowing down the attack, allowing Olathe Northwest to get their defense set up. 1 minute and 34 remaining, still tied at 1-1.
Olathe East just outside of that middle circle as they get it into the box, and Olathe Northwest deflects it. Chase Klusman at the top, trying to get something going.
Oh, that's a kick from Sam Cashman, but it's out on Olathe East. It'll be Northwest ball. Some nice defense there by Cashman.
There'll be 1 minute left in the game, and this is where a lot of high intensity comes into play.
Oh, there's Klusman. It's a jump ball on the left side. Oh.
Oh, looks like a cheerleader was hit in the back of the head by one of the soccer players.
That's a handball by Olathe East on the left side. Is it a foul or a foul or a handball? Some kind of call on the left side. Looks like it'll be a throw-in by Cashman. 39 seconds remaining. Still tied at 1-1. Big throw-in, looking for Klusman. And it'll be a foul on Klusman.
Klusman arguing, you have a conversation with the ref about the call, and this is where a lot of the conversation comes down to play for Olathe East and Olathe Northwest.
20 seconds left. It's looking like not much hope for either team. Down to 15 seconds. Ball down to the middle. Evan Kalapek clears over to the middle. Klusman doesn't have anything left.
5 seconds left in the game, and it does not look like any team is going to pull it out this game.
And that's going to be it. Olathe Northwest and Olathe East end in a tie game after 2 early goals. One from Chase Klusman, the other one from Andrea Rizzi for Olathe East. And for a little post-game commentary, we're going to send it down to Jack Clayton on the sideline.
Despite a tough tie with the Olathe East Hawks, it's quite evident that the rivalry is still fresh between these two schools. Northwest played a great game, and I think our season can be full of hopes with the great new players coming out tonight. Thank you all for watching, and I'm sending it back up to you for the final time.
Well, that's going to be it for us tonight. Remember, there's a football game next Friday night here at Seaback, Olathe Northwest versus Goddard.
It'll be a great game to watch.
It'll be a great game for Rosie Klausner. This has been Roan Stanley. Have a great night, everyone, and be sure to tune in again.
How do you turn?
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life. This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life. It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity. Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger. I don't grill it.
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Hello.
Yeah, it worked.
Hey, where are you going? Can't get by me. I'm #1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm #1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk. Thank you. Can I help you today?
No thanks. I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute. So?
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Like they're the fashion police.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're...
Well, a little misinformation. Sorry about that. The game doesn't end in a tie. There's 2 10-minute halves for overtime. I don't know how we thought it ended in a tie, but that's all that matters is that we're back and there's more soccer to be played. That's all that matters.
All right, here we go to kickoff with Chase Klusman, and it looks like Braden Beard with the kickoff.
Olathe Northwest with possession early here in the first half.
Evan Kalipek down the field, and Chase Klusman chases after the ball.
Oh, Klusman's gonna, a bad first touch, and he's gonna be able to catch up. Not gonna be able to catch up and keep that ball in bounds over on the right side. Klusman went flying past the Olathe East defense there. I don't think he's got much left. He's been all over the field today, and Olathe East has really been all over him since his first goal 7 minutes into the first half.
Yeah, I think that Chase Klusman does not have enough energy left to try and get something in. So somebody's going to have to, a junior especially, is going to have to step up and try and get something going. Looks like Braden Beard battling it out, and it looks like a foul called.
Foul called on Braden Beard. He was wrestling for the ball against Luke Stewie, and the Olathe Northwest side didn't appreciate that call, and there's a card on Brandon Beard.
Braden Beard, yeah, it looks like he gets a yellow card, maybe going out of the game in the first few minutes of even this overtime.
Wow. Not the start he was looking for, and he's been a big part of the offense tonight. That's a big piece to take out early.
High intensity in both these overtimes. You know, a lot of times the games when they go into overtime, it's very high intensity. You want high pressure on both ends of the field, and you want to try and get something going before the half gets over.
With Braden Beard going out, he will be replaced by freshman Davis Gertzen. Really the second time he's seen the field tonight. Second time he's seen the field, period, high school play. Deep ball kick, Olathe East end of the box, not able to catch up to it, and it'll be a goal kick for John Lindsay.
It looks like as Olathe Northwest and Olathe East get settled into their places as they try and,
they need to start looking for rhythm. There was absolutely no rhythm in the second half. Each team had 1 or 2 shots that they missed, but there was no rhythm. There was no times where we went, oh, wow, that was a good series of passing. That was a good offensive setup. No, none of it.
You know, I've said all game, I think that they need to slow down, but now I think they need to get the high intensity up and try and get a play going, as they get up the field. It looks like
Davis Gertzen trying to get it down the line to Brock Baker. Passes too far out ahead, but Olathe Northwest keeps possession. Looks like it'll be Sam Cashman on the left side. Big throw. It's going to get to the box.
Looks like Olathe East will clear it out of the box with Evan Kalipek with the header up into the air. Now Grant Gerson trying,
Dylan Cooper.
Dylan Cooper trying to save it out of bounds. But Olathe East ball right around midfield.
We can't talk enough about the back line for Olathe Northwest tonight. They played very well.
Yeah, I think Evan Kalipek does a great job of communicating, their back line, trying to communicate where these players should be. And that's a great job by, a huge leader by the Olathe Northwest team.
Comes Dylan Cooper. He's getting in the middle of Chase Klusman. First time we've only seen one guy around him since the end of the first half.
I think that was Leif Johnson. If he could have gotten something behind him, that would have been a great opportunity for Olathe Northwest.
Klusman getting it into the right side to Grant Gertzen. Ball will roll out. It'll be out on Olathe East, and it'll be a corner kick for Olathe Northwest on the near corner. Grant Gertzen will take it for Olathe Northwest as all but a couple Ravens flock to the box to put themselves in position to hopefully win this game.
Looks like Olathe Northwest is, trying to get something going as they kick it into the box.
It's too wide. No one to be found.
Ryan Kickbush trying to get something going.
Two defenders back for Northwest. There's Dylan Cooper all by himself.
To Evan Kalapek, and that might have been a handball, but I don't think any ref caught it. Ryan Kickbush with the battle.
Kickbush taking the ball away from Tanner Webb. Northwest back with the ball at midfield. Deflected pass. There's Davis Gertzen. He's going to find Grant Gertzen, his brother, on the right side. He's looking to go back middle, back to the right side. A little brother combo back and forth.
I could see Grant Gertzen's hesitation to try and get it to his brother. There was two Olathe East defenders right in the middle of them, and I could see the hesitation trying to go outside.
You can see the brotherly love there as the Gertzen brothers are still arguing with each other. Two brother duos, the Gertzen brothers. Davis a freshman, Grant a junior, as an Olathe East player's hurt at midfield. And then the Kalapek brothers, who play center back, both start at center back.
Looks like a substitution for Olathe East as a player comes off the field.
Andrea Rizzi for Olathe East will jog off the field and be met by the trainer.
It looks like Olathe Northwest has a throw-in by Dylan Cooper. And it looks like the ref is pausing the game, and he's still waiting for the Olathe East player to come off the field. Looks like Olathe Northwest really wanted to get something going there, but the ref kind of slowed him down.
Here in this first 10-minute overtime period, there will be a second one after this. There's 5 minutes and 48 seconds left. We've been tied at one apiece since about 19 minutes left in the first half. There's a ball in by Dylan Cooper. And the ball is going to be just wide left. Leif Johnson not able to find the goal. That was a great open window. He's got to be able to do more with that shot.
Rome, do you know if they don't get anything going in these two halves? Do you think they'll go into PKs, or do you think they'll just stop the game and go with a tie?
Honestly, I don't know what to think. We already thought it was going to be a draw, and then we came back. So I'm honestly afraid if I say anything else, I'm going to be wrong. Olathe East pushing downfield. Here comes Northwest on the counter. Davis Gertzen.
Ryan Kickbush trying to get something battled out.
Leif Johnson surrounded by Olathe East players, and they're going to push back down. There's Zane Kalapek pushing for position, and it'll be a corner kick for Olathe East. Northwest cheered and booed for that call. They got it right. The deflection by Zane Kalapek will give Olathe East their first corner of this overtime period.
It looks like there's a lefty on this corner kick, that'll give him more spin on the ball to try and get it towards the goal.
The ball in, a high moonshot way past the goal.
Just a little too much energy and a little too much spin on that ball. Looks like a corner on the
kick.
Yeah, on the other side of the field.
Northwest needs to find a way to get this ball out of their own territory with Olathe East threatening. They got lucky on that last corner kick. Not a very good ball into the box. But they'll need to figure out a way to get on a counterattack here. We haven't seen many good counterattacks lately as the ball is in and flies over the middle of the goal. Oh, what a great opportunity by Olathe East. Olathe East player Luke Stewie got a good piece of the ball with his head but wasn't able to get it down far enough.
That could have probably been a better kick by our Olathe Northwest goalie, John Lindsay. But it looks like it's working out so far to try and get Olathe Northwest down the field, but it looks like it's going to be out of bounds on Olathe East ball. I'm sorry, it's the Olathe Northwest ball, maybe deflected by Olathe East.
Sam Cashman throwing the ball in. It'd be a free kick from Olathe Northwest, about 20 yards, or it's a 15 yards outside of the box. As they'll look to set up their offense once again. I want to see some type of play here. We haven't seen anything organized happen in a while.
It doesn't look like they have a big formation, but it looks like they're all trying to run towards the box. And
ball in, and Klusman on the goal! Oh, it's just off the post. A great save by Aspen Gibson. Oh, he just got a fingertip on it.
Ooh, it looks like Chase Klusman is limping off the field. Maybe a cramp just at the top of the box.
It's a beautiful scissor kick by Klusman that almost found the bottom left side of the goal. He got his leg so high up, it doesn't surprise me that he's still cramped inside the Olathe East box. Minute 54 left, and wow, what a opportunity for Olathe Northwest.
Grant Gertzen tries to get to the ball as Olathe East deflects it.
Chase Klusman's going to recover and run back down the field. Northwest couldn't really do anything with him hurt down in that box. It would have been offsides automatically.
Looks like Chase Klusman may be motioning to Coach Graham that he probably needs a sub out of the game and maybe get some ice on that leg.
I don't think Coach Graham wants to take him out. He's got the only goal and really provided the best other opportunity of the night for Olathe Northwest.
This puts a lot of pressure on Chase Klusman. I mean, he's a great player, but I think that somebody else needs to step up and start try to get something going.
I'd like to see the wings step up here. Braden Beard, Leif Johnson, or I mean even one of the middle guys, Grant Gertzen, Caleb Ragland. They've been very active in this game, but they haven't really gotten close enough to the goal to do much with it in a while.
All right, we got about 45 seconds left in this first overtime half. It looks like number 13, Braden Beard, with the ball on the close end of the field, trying to motion to his teammates to try and help him out.
Gonna find kick push towards the middle. There's a nice ball. Here comes Chase Klusman on the right side. He's still got possession. A defender right in front of him, looking for a cross, waiting for people to come in. There it is.
Leif Johnson in the middle.
There's Leif Johnson, not able to get in front of the ball, and
that should have been a great opportunity for Olathe West as Evan Kalipek tries to rush up to the goal.
Here comes Zane Kalipek coming up.
Evan Kalipek on the wing.
Oh, they had Evan Kalipek running right up the field on the right side.
He was waiting for the ball. I could tell in his emotion.
A soft touch through the defense would have found Evan Kalipek as the first half of overtime comes to an end. There will be a 2-minute break and then another 10-minute overtime. Wow. There may not have been enough time, but Evan Kalipek was streaking down the right side. In any other situation, it would have been an easy pass and a goal.
You know, I think Evan Kalipek looked really disappointed in his teammates. And I think, you know, a lot of the guys, you know, who play soccer, I think that they really need to do some teamwork throughout this half and trying to get something going.
There's been a lot of intensity. I mean, the guys are really playing with what they've got left, and it's not much. As we're going to send it down to Jack Clayton on the sideline once again. Take it away, Jack.
After a long and hard-fought game, the Ravens appear to be cramping up a little bit. Striker Chase Klusman appeared to have a problem with his right calf. Hopefully we can get that cleared up and see what happens for the rest of the second period of overtime.
Thanks, Jack. Great job. You've done a great job for us tonight. I mean, yeah, if Chase Klusman has to be healthy, I mean, that looks like their best chance to score a goal. He's been the guy that's been a pest for Olathe East all night and provided Northwest with their best opportunities to score.
It looks like Chase Klusman is getting a little bit more energy throughout this overtime halves, and I think also that some of the juniors need to step up and try and get these assists going for Chase Klusman to try and get something in.
Yeah, he's gonna need a little help. Hopefully Northwest can put together one last push, see what they can do. Because so far, neither team has. I've said it so many times. There's no offensive rhythm. There's no good feel for it.
You know,
and everyone's so tired.
You know, yeah, I think that's an issue with Olathe Northwest. I think that they maybe need to conserve some energy for the next game that they play and try and, not go as hard in the first half of the game and maybe try and conserve some energy for the second half. But, I really respect their energy and emotion for the first half and trying to get those goals in before the second half.
And the guys we talked to early in the week, they stressed the counterattack. We haven't seen that tonight.
Yeah, I know.
Haven't seen an effective counterattack. We've seen a lot of opportunities, but they haven't been off the counter. They've been off a lot of sets and a lot of opportunities to Chase Klusman.
You know, it's been back and forth a lot of this game, and it looks like Olathe East will be taking the kickoff as they go backwards, and it looks like they're going to kick it almost out of bounds. And that's going to be out of bounds on Olathe East.
Horrible kick.
Olathe Northwest ball. Sam Cashman with a big throw in almost to Chase Klusman.
Ball deflected off of Olathe East to the left side. They'll somehow keep that in bounds as it'll be Olathe Northwest. It'll be a Olathe Northwest throw, and that'll be Grant Gertson on the left side.
Actually, I think it's a kick. No, maybe it's a throw-in for Olathe Northwest.
Oh, it'll be Cashman coming over to get the throw-in. He's going to try and get this ball in the box. He hasn't really had the arm strength to get it in deep into the box. There's a nice throw. He just proved me wrong there.
Looks like Olathe Northwest is chanting that they'll down on the sides.
There goes Kick Bush on the left side, and it'll be I believe a corner kick for Olathe Northwest. Grant Gertson goes over on the left near side to take it as Northwest will set up. A lot of guys will head into the box. It'll just be Dylan Cooper and Sam Cashman heading back to midfield. Everyone else is in the box. It's all hands on deck for Olathe Northwest right now. And the kick, it's a low line drive and a header from Evan Kalipek that goes just wide right. Evan very upset with himself that he wasn't able to put that one in.
You know, Evan Kalipek is, always up and down the field in these games, and I think he does a really great job of trying to get the defense going, but also the offense going and trying to get something moving.
Yeah, he's a center back that likes to push up sometimes. He's not afraid to get a little closer to the goal, as it seemed like it was almost that play was drawn up for him.
Yeah, I think that Coach Graham does a really good job of trying to draw up some plays, and I think he needs to put some of those plays into the game, this overtime, because they need to get something going with 8 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, 2 minutes down here in the second period of overtime. Score's still tied at 1-1. It feels like we've been at this score for ages. And I remember right after Olathe East answered Chase Klusman's goal and tied it up at 1-1, we were expecting, this game's going to be back and forth. There might be 2 or 3 more goals in this game. It's been the exact opposite. It has completely slowed down. It looks like all of their energy was wasted in the first half.
Yeah, and that's what, again, I'm going to say it again, but I think that they need to conserve their energy for upcoming games. And a lot of the girls do that really well, is that they conserve their energy for the second half and trying to come back. It looks like there's going to be a throw-in.
Another cramp. I believe that's Dylan Cooper on the right side. They're going to stop the clock with 7 minutes and 16 seconds left to attend to his injury.
Looks like Ryan Kickbush is going to take the throw-in for Olathe Northwest.
Dylan Cooper is slow to get up. He's still on the sideline.
It looks like he's being substituted. Ryan Kickbush with the throw-in.
No Raven in sight as Olathe East's counter is short-lived, like a second and a half short-lived, as the ball flies out of bounds once again. Here comes Northwest over the middle of the field. Zane Kalipek to Evan Kalipek up the field.
It looks like Leif Johnson
away. Pushing up.
Oh, and it looks like a hard fall, and it looks like it'll be a Olathe Northwest kick.
There's going to be a free kick on the right side. There's going to be a card handed out here from our referee. A lot of people around. Leif Johnson hit the ground pretty hard. He looks like he's in a little bit of pain.
As he gets trying to get up, and it looks like he is going to try and muscle it out.
There's no way anyone's voluntarily coming out of this game. If anyone's coming out of this game now, it's probably a pretty serious injury.
Probably going off on a stretcher if that.
Looks like either Klusman or Evan Kalipek will take this. It'll be Klusman and Grant Gertzen that will head to the ball to take the free kick.
I have a feeling this might be another fake, or it's going to be one touch and in for Olathe Northwest.
I could see them giving it to Klusman and letting him aim for the back of the net. I mean, it's pretty far out, but there's Gertzen. He'll run over. Klusman
nice
on the deep shot, and it's just off the right side of the goal. Oh, right off the top right post and behind the goal. Oh.
You know, one of the keys to try and, you know, get these goals in is that some of these kicks will be direct and indirect. And the difference is that indirect is going to be, you're going to try and one touch and in. And if it's a direct, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But direct, you have to get one touch and then touch it in. Otherwise, it's not going to count as a goal.
That was a big leg by Chase Klusman.
As well as another big leg, Olathe East goalie by Aspen Gibson.
Aspen Gibson's played very well tonight, warding off the saw a lot of good shots from Olathe Northwest that have just missed. Oh, great slide tackle by Olathe Northwest in the middle of the field. And here they come once again. That's Braden Beard in the middle. He's looked like he was going to wind up with the left foot, but just kind of ran out of the room. Here comes Cooksey. Nowhere to go.
Looks like the Olathe Northwest needs to get some better touches on, and it looks like now it's going to be Olathe East ball taking it up
Johnson
the field.
On the foul. A little too physical there.
You know, and I think that these guys get a little physical, and we have 4.5 minutes left in the game, and pressure is going to be high. Looks like a lot of headers going on in this game.
Olathe East pushing up. A nice ball over the middle, but there's Evan Kalipek to get the ball out of there. Over to Gertzen, over his head. Sam Cashman downfield. He's looking for Klusman.
Great up the field
here
kick.
Comes Klusman. He's got the ball.
Grant Gertzen.
Over to Gertzen. Oh, slowed down. Gertzen lost possession of the ball and a bad touch, but he's bailed out by a horrible foul by Tanner Smith.
Grant Gertzen slow to get up, and it looks like he might be actually really hurt. Yellow card to Olathe East.
That was Tanner Smith slowing down the offensive. If we're going to be honest here, Grant Gertzen blew a nice chance and then was completely bailed out by Tanner Smith, who probably could have easily stolen that ball without fouling.
Exactly, but I think it'll be a great chance for Olathe Northwest to try and slow things down, but also Olathe East to try and slow things down with their defense.
Grant Gertzen prepares to take the free kick. Once again, all but two Olathe Northwest players are in the box.
Looks like Evan Kalipek was just trying to motion to Grant Gertzen on a play. It looks like the referee is stepping off the correct steps to stand behind the ball.
3 minutes and 50 seconds remain in this second half of overtime. Score still 1-1. Grant Gertzen with a free kick. And there it is, the little to the right side ahead. Looks like it was just a little tall for Ryan Kickbush and Braden Beard.
It looks like it's going to be a corner for Olathe Northwest as it gets down to 3.5 minutes left in this game.
Gertzen using every ounce of energy he's got left to get over to that corner as quick as possible. Everyone's still in the box.
Trying to get organized. It looks like Ryan Kickbush at the top of the box.
Gertzen's kick.
Great kick into the middle of the field, and a header almost just wide of the goal.
Kickbush couldn't get on top of it. Didn't look like he really got a good piece of that as it sailed far left of the goal. And it'll be a goal kick once again for Aspen Gibson. He's played very well tonight for Olathe East in the goal.
Yeah, he's done a great job of trying to keep Olathe Northwest from scoring, but Olathe Northwest has given a lot of opportunities for him to try and save some goals for Olathe East. A little bit right for Aspen.
Left side over to James Tucker. Ball will fly out of bounds. It'll remain East ball. There's
2.5 minutes left in the game.
Going down the right side. They'll retain possession. That's a pass from Connor Young into the middle, and it's dealt with by Ryan Kickbush as the Olathe East attack is dramatically slowed down, and they'll have a throw-in.
this might be a great opportunity for Olathe East to try and get something in. They have to get organized, and I think they're going to do a substitution to maybe try and get some more time to get organized and trying to get this play going.
They're in no hurry to make the substitution happen fast. With just over 2 minutes left in the game, they want as few opportunities as possible, especially for Olathe Northwest. There's the throw in into the box on the right side. A long kick onto the other side. Olathe East still with possession. A high kick and a great save by John Lindsay. Oh, what a great save in the middle of the goal. A great header from Olathe East. But the sophomore was able to get a hand on it and bounce it over the top of the goal.
Olathe East rushing over to the corner to try and get another opportunity to get a goal in.
Wow.
Looks like Olathe Northwest scrambling to try and get some defense organized. Evan Kalapek with the header out of the goal.
Low line drive. I believe that was Torres. Olathe East still with possession. Northwest needs a counterattack. There's a lot of East guys open on the right side. No offsides call as a cross in will hit the sidebar, and it'll be a goal kick for Olathe Northwest.
Be a minute left in the game, and Olathe Northwest has to get something going before they run out of time with this overtime.
John Lindsay over to Ryan Kickbush on the right side. They're going to have to push up quick. 56 seconds left remain. High, far kick. Kickbush looking for Gertson. Gertson couldn't get a good piece of the ball.
Olathe Northwest trying to rush back on their defensive end as Aspen Gibson gets it to the midfield, but Olathe Johnson trying to get it on the Olathe Northwest side again.
Here comes Gertson. He's over in the middle looking for somewhere to go. Passing in the middle. He's going to find Klusman. Klusman going over to the right side. He's surrounded by a lot of Olathe East defenders. Passing it to Kickbush, looking for the left. That's going to be deflected off of an Olathe East defender. It'll be a corner kick. Just over 20 seconds remain for Olathe Northwest. There's Gertson sprinting over.
This will be the play of the game.
Everyone's coming into the box. 15 seconds left. Here comes Gertson. 10 seconds left. The kick in by Gertson is high in the middle of the box, and it's controlled by Aspen Gibson.
And that will give us to the end of the game.
That's the end of overtime. The clock hit 0.
I'm not sure if they're going to do penalty kicks or not.
Everyone hits the ground. They are exhausted. That's the game. We can say that for sure now. Olathe Northwest and Olathe East in both of their first games of the year end in a tie, a 1-1. Goal coming from Chase Klusman for Olathe Northwest and Andrea Rizzi for Olathe East. A hard-fought game and some opportunities for both teams going down the stretch, but no one could find the back of the net.
You know, I think that they ran out of energy in the second half and also overtime to try and get something going. But I think in the later games and upcoming games, I think they need to do a better job of conserving their energy and trying to get something going in the second half.
For Rosie Klausner, this has been Roan Stanley for the final time tonight. Good night.
Also
everyone.
learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins, and this isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick, but these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life. This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life. It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity. Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. One hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger. I don't grill it.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Boo! Hey, where are you going? Can't get by me. I'm number one in this class. I rule this lab. I'm number one. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk. Thank you. Can I help you today?
No thanks. I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute. So?
Too tight-headed! Yeah!
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Like they're the fashion police.